In the lighter side of news, we have 3 desperate women using seduction techniques to con tourists out of their watches, and then attempting to hide them in an always available and convenient space. Psst, it's not in their hollow hearts. Surprise! It's their pocket. Vaginas! On August 17th, 3 women in their early 20s embarked on a journey to fleece some tourists in the Las Vegas Encore hotel. Tapping their sexiness, these ladies were able to convince 2 Indian men to bring them up to their hotel rooms, where things got a little naughty. Multiple drinks were imbibed by the male dullards, and apparently sexual contact was made. But not until the 2 marks had shed themselves of their Rolex watches, worth $12,000 and $4,000 respectively. And yes, one of the watches' names is Submariner. Because after all, who wants to have sex with 3 unknown strange women with their watch on, right? I mean, yuck. The ladies were somehow able to nab the 2 watches without the 2 gents' knowledge, at least initially, and then slither out of the room. However, just as the 3 bandits were hitting the hallway, one of the men realized his watch had disappeared and took off after it. Despite being able to chase the women to the elevator, one of the women brandished a stun gun and convinced the man to back off. Because who wants to get burned twice, right? Not surprisingly, the 2 men quickly called hotel security, and the 3 ladies were easily apprehended, in the taxi pickup area no less. Upon reviewing the surveillance footage from the elevator, security saw that 2 of the women had popped a squat and worked the watches up into their vaginas. Yes, desperate times call for desperate measures, but apparently not very many functioning brain cells. Faced with charges of burglary, conspiracy to commit grand larceny, and conspiracy to commit burglary, these 3 young butterflies now only have their vaginas to hide stuff in. Unless they were angling for a jail or prison stint, how exactly did this trio think they were going to get away with this scheme? Their fatal mistake was a lack of an escape plan. They needed time to flee. Perhaps slipping the men some roofies in their drinks would have worked. Because clearly those men thought the 3 women were genuinely interested in foreplay, making out, fondling, and even penetration, so it wouldn't have been difficult to drop a few pills in their drinks. In addition, the triumvirate should have simply walked away separately instead of literally waiting for a taxi outside of the hotel. Geez, where's this damn taxi? My vagina can't hold this oddly shaped and uncomfortable watch for much longer. Also, $16,000 split 3 ways is only $5,333 each, assuming they could even get that much for the watches. Was this type of scam their main income source? Because if it was, they really sucked at their jobs.